The BJP may not agree with Rahul Gandhi, but why call him anti-national? And where is it really an insult to India to what he has said abroad?
You know, Maria, with no offense to none, you've got to be kidding me if you say that what Rahul Gandhi has said abroad, which is so typical of him, is par for the course. Without much ado, let me just remind you, recently in March 2023, when he was in London, I will read out his exact quote. Bear with me for 10 seconds. The surprising thing is that the so-called defenders of democracy like US and Europe seem to be oblivious of the fact that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone in India. While the opposition is fighting that battle, US and Europe are not doing enough to restore democracy in India. Basically, Rahul Gandhi in London was pleading, was urging, was begging the US and Europe, please intervene in the internal matters of India. If that is not being anti-national, I don't know what is. Now, coming to what he said at San Francisco, he, while responding to a question, said what is happening with Muslims today happened with Dalits in 1980s. I want to remind Rahul Gandhi and his darbaris and family retainers, if they are watching your show, that between 1980 and 1989, who was the Prime Minister of India? It was first Rahul Gandhi's grandmother, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and then from 1984, after her assassination till 1989, it was Rahul Gandhi's father, Rajiv Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister. He made a reference to Uttar Pradesh. Now, who was the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh between 1980 and 1989? Barring a brief spell of President's rule in 1980, all through the 9 years between 1980 and 1989, you had a Congress Chief Minister in Uttar Pradesh, right from VP Singh, who was then in Congress, to Sripati Mishra, who was a congressman, to Veer Bahadur Singh, who was a congressman, to N.D. Tiwari, who was a congressman. My limited point, Maria, is this. When Rahul Gandhi gave that example of, Dalits being marginalized between 1980 and 1989, he should have done some basic homework because it was his Congress party.
That example certainly showed that there was poor research that has gone into his, speech.
Maria, thank you for having me on this show.
Yes, go ahead, Sanju.
Yes. And Maria, this whole charade, मैं नफरत के बाजार में मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने आ रहा हूं. Excuse me, आप मोहब्बत के बाजार में बार-बार नफरत के बीज बोने की कोशिश कर रहे हो because despite the Karnataka victory, it is not lost on anyone that the Congress today is a debilitated and electorally vanquished party.
Okay. So